So hello students, in this video we shall see some practice problems for your upcoming UT, as revision for your upcoming UT. Okay, so all right, let me just start off with a few problems. Like these are practice problems. Okay, so try to practice these problems. We have done some of these problems, similar types in class, and this is a revision video for your UT. Okay, so I've taught you simple interest, right? Simple interest. And coming to what is it? The money that is borrowed. The money that is borrowed, that is called as principal, right? P, denoted by P. Then okay, so that is P, principal. So it's Principal. Okay, next is the rate of interest is R, right? The rate of interest. It is expressed as rate of interest per annum, and it is expressed in percentage. Okay, now you don't have per month or rate of interest, biannual, those kind of things you don't have in syllabus for this UT. So leave it now. For whatever I've done in class, those types should be enough. T is time and should be expressed in years. See now, month, week, days, hours, these are all units of time, isn't it? But we are not going to use them in the formula. When you're going to use the formula for computing the simple interest, the T has to be mentioned in years. Okay. So if you're given, suppose I give you in months, you just have to divide the months by 12. You will get the corresponding value in years. So that also we'll see. Now, so how do you go about the problems? So they can ask you amount, they can ask you principal, they can ask you simple interest, or they can ask you time, they can ask you rate, percent, so on. Okay. So anything can be asked, or a combination of this. So we need to remember the formula for simple interest. Simple interest or interest. Now this year we'll not be learning compound interest. So what you learn will be only simple interest now. So don't worry about compound interest now. When they just say interest, it is understood to be simple interest. You can abbreviate it as SI. So SI is equal to P into T into R over 100. Sometimes this into is dropped out. PTR by 100. We write. It means P into T into. When I don't mention the operation, it means it is multiplication. P multiplied by T multiplied by R by 100. This is simple interest. Okay. So because you're borrowing money for some time, when you repay it, you have to pay the amount, that is principal has to be paid. Along with that, some additional money has to be paid, that is called as simple interest. That is, you're giving value for time, because if the money has been borrowed for a certain amount of time, 1 or 2 or 3 years, whatever, when you're returning it, along with whatever you have to return, you have to pay some additional amount. That additional amount is what we call as interest or a simple interest. That's what we are saying. So how do we calculate amount? The amount that is repaid will be P plus SI. This is the formula. For SI, it is PTR by 100. So you can have straightforward sums like find the sum. See, find the, no wait, let's say find the simple interest and amount on rupees 600 for 4 years at 5% per annum. PA means per annum. What is the meaning of annum? Annum comes from the Latin word, which means year, right? For a year. So remember, per annum, per year. So find the simple interest and amount. A means amount here. Okay. Because I'm using them in the formula, I'm using that abbreviation itself. Find the simple interest and amount on rupees 600. So for the solution, you have to put in the data first. What all is given, you put it down. Principal is rupees 600. Okay. Principal is rupees 600. Then time is 4 years. And rate of interest is 5% per annum. So first let's calculate simple interest. P into T into R by 100. So what is P? Principal, that is amount borrowed 600. Time is for 4 years. That is for to calculate the interest that person has to pay for keeping the money with him for 4 years, and then he'll have to repay it, right? As amount, principal plus interest. P into T into R. R is 5. PTR by 100. Principal into time into rate of interest. So 0 and 0 will cancel, 0 and 0 will cancel. So you can multiply 6 into 4 into 5. So, so it will be what? Simple interest is 6 5s are 30. 30 into 4 is 120. Okay. So this is the simple interest. All right. So SI will be rupees 120. So that is the additional amount that has to be paid along with the principal. So what is the amount? Amount is principal plus simple interest. What is the principal that is borrowed? 600 plus 120, which is rupees. What is the principal? That is 720. 720 is the amount that the person has to repay. So along with this principal. Okay, P into T into R by 100. So this is a very straightforward and simple problem where we have to use simple interest formula and the amount formula to calculate the same. Now, what if we get another kind of problem where time is, we need to find out time, or we need to find out rate percent, yeah, rate of interest, rate percent, or we need to find out, let's say, principal. So we can have problems of these types also. All right. So we'll see one example like this. Find the time. See, you have to go with the we have to go with the basic formula itself, and then we have to see what is unknown. So find the time in which rupees 1,200 amounts to, okay, it amounts to what? Rupees 1,368 at 3.5% per annum. So here, what is the unknown? Time. What is the principal? Rupees 1,200. What is the amount? Rupees 1,368. So what is the formula? See, simple interest, when it is added to principal, you will get the amount. Or if you want simple interest, you from the amount you take away the principal. So you will get the additional amount that is, or interest that has been applied, right? So A is what here? 1,368 minus principal is 1,200. So simple interest is 8, 6, 13 minus 12 is 1. So it is rupees, SI, simple interest is rupees 168. Okay. So now we have to calculate time. So what is the formula? Simple interest is P into T into R over 100. So what is P? P is 600, sorry, 1,200. So 1,200 into T, I don't know. So we leave it as T itself. Rate percent. Okay. So rate of interest is 3.5%. So 3.5 upon 100. It's a decimal here. We will tackle it. Okay. So what is interest? We just now computed. Amount minus principal, which is 168. So 168. Isn't it? So now these two zeros and these two zeros will cancel. I have 1 in the denominator. 168 is 12 into T into 3.5. So I can write it as 168 is 12 into T into the 3.5. It's decimal, right? 35 over 10. 2 6 are 2 5s are 2 6 are 12, 2 5s are 10, 5 1s are 5 7s are. So if you calculate, you'll get 168 is equal to 6 into 7 into T. So 168 is 6 and 42 into T. Okay. So our T is what? 168 by 42 is equal to T. So 168 by 42. So what is it? 42 into 4. 4 to the 8. 160. Sorry, 168 this is. Just look back. Yeah. So it will be this, isn't it? And of course, it will be years. 42 ones are 42 fours are. 4 is equal to T, or T is equal to 4. You should be good with tables here. So you'll be able to quickly compute. Use a test of divisibility. Which numbers will calculate with which? 2 6 are, 2 5s are, 5 1s are, 5 7s are. So then this process becomes easier. And I'm able to relate 44 times is 160, 2 4 times is 8. So I'll be getting it as T is 4 years. So 4 years is the time. So this is a question where time is given, right? So the same manner, suppose rate percent is asked, rate of interest is asked, you'll be able to find out, or principal is asked. So in this formula, we have SI is equal to PTR by 100, P into T into R by 100. Amount is P plus SI. Any of the things you'll be asked to compute. Okay, so you just go with the formula, put in whatever values are given, that is the data, and then you can cross multiply, and you can, like in this case, so you can 168, I've got it here, right? 168 is this. Then you can simplify and get the expression. Remember, it's T is years, rate percent per annum, and then if it is principal, it will be rupees. Amount also is rupees. Simple interest is also measured in rupees. So I hope this question has been helpful to you. Solution has been helpful to you.